Recently, an independent candidate contested in the Ondangwa urban constituency by-election and emerged second, a performance that drew public attention. Speaking to the NBC News, some analysts believe independent candidates may come in numbers if from the part of the electorates they feel their needs are not catered for. Public policy analyst Dr. Maurice Udumo says the fundamental ideological party systems need to change for the people to believe in them again.
Independent candidates are emerging because of the failure in the working of the existing parties, whether it is the internal democracy, whether it is articulating and representing the interest of the people. That is what we must fix. So we have changed our value system in individualism, greedy. So corruption and all these things that we are seeing is a lack of a value system. They are symptoms. If you want to address them, get back to the value system that we want to expose as a nation.
A political analyst, Herbert Yao, says the question as to whether the independent candidates are the answers to bringing about development remains sketchy.
They are to some extent also, if you like, an expression of dissatisfaction. That as people are fed up with the current political parties, they turn to independent candidates as a form of protest to say, we do not trust the parties anymore, we rather propose and support independent candidates.
Substantive democracy remains about improving basic services to the people. According to the analyst, party ideologies are the same, and it is about time deliverance is prioritized for the electorates to believe in the existing parties.
There is not a lot of ideological debate in Namibia for me as a voter to vote because the ideologies of these parties are different. You might find one or so party that is on the left of the ruling party. But in terms of substance, these parties are the same. So there is no, so independent candidates or new political party is not the solution because it's not ideologically grounded. They are not coming out with a new philosophical underpinning. But of course, out of desperation, people might vote for them.
Recently, the Electoral Commission of Namibia expressed disappointment with the vote turnout of the just-ended Ondangwa urban by-election. Out of about 16,000 registered voters, nearly over 3,000 showed up at the polls. Yao says people may feel better not to vote if they see no change, and that should serve as a lesson for parties to deliver when voted into power.
It will only change if there are parties that appeal to the voters generally in terms of their programs and voters believing that they can make a difference in terms of improving their lives. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to motivate people to vote because there's no law that says you must vote. It's a voluntary action, and if people feel it makes no difference whom I vote for, they are unlikely to go and vote.
Salomo Tenga, NBC News, Windhoek.